Bronx Man Rich coming at y'all with another video. Y'all ready to know the vibe. Salute to the battle rap community. So Clone, he just responded to his snitch allegations on IG Live. I got the video for you guys, but for the people that don't know, so my Battle Facts went on his YouTube Live, and he posted this video of Clone.
No, Russell is just who started A. So he started A gang, and there are people that are underneath him, so he's the leader. Who else is in leadership? SOS, one of the dudes that I call. Okay. He's in leadership, and one that is, who was in leadership before that, who I used to call before SOS, he's locked up. Okay. Who's that? Hurt. And how many people do they have under them?
It seems like Clone is snitching. He's saying who's the leaders of his gang. But the next day, Clone goes on IG Live and he says all of this. Y'all stay tuned, all right? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section after you watch Clone's response on his IG Live. Do you guys believe Clone, or do you guys still believe the video that's being surfaced?
So I had to do the math. I did that January to March, where I got transferred to Cobb County at the beginning of March. I'll see right here in front of me. Yeah. All right. Now, after this bond hearing, which my bond was denied, there are 6 people that I can let you know that was present. 4 of them got on the stand for me at this bond hearing. One of them was John. One of them was a battler for my league. One of them was a Fox News reporter who had just did a story piece on me and aired it down here in Warner Robins. And the 4th person was a longtime friend of the family. This bond hearing was in March. Bond was denied. I didn't get out to October. Spent damn near the whole 2019. All right. I paid $20,000 for my paid attorney. That is the first point I want to point out on why it makes no sense for me. Y'all know, if y'all can go recall, y'all good at going to dig up the receipts. My family did a GoFundMe once we figured out what we were dealing with, and I got to Cobb County. We figured out what the lawyers wanted to deal with a case such as 2 counts of RICO. And the numbers were extravagant. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty hefty, nothing under 20 bands. You know what I'm saying? So we asked Battle Rap to help Clone. Y'all came up with a whopping $600. Thank y'all. And it's documented. Go pull it up. Y'all good at doing that shit. Anyway, we further proceeded, my family and me, to get the representation for, you know what I'm saying, over $20,000, $20,000, whatever you want to. It's documented. Why the fuck would I be doing that if I'm just finna go point a finger? Me and my family finna scrape up every penny that I've been saving up, and, you know what I'm saying, digging into their savings, 20 bands to give to a lawyer, and I'm finna go point a finger? All right. Now, let's dig into this video. I denied all gang activity. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all heard where the video started was me giving record label exec official names because it was documented. What y'all didn't know is that it was a music addition onto our, you know what I'm saying, collective set, which I was in charge of, which it was documented. And how I can prove there's 2 things I'm finna give you to prove this without me even having to dig into all this paperwork that I have. Anybody that want to pull up on me, I've had plenty of paperwork parties. There's no pages missing out of here. I could really, you know what I'm saying, give you the ins and outs, but that's not what I'm here for. All right. We already established that there's not no 31-second interrogator video. There's more to it. It didn't start like that. It didn't end like that. Why do you think y'all don't have the rest of the footage? Because the rest of that footage will let you know that I denied all gang activity and that I was letting them know that these are the officials that we have on file for Trey 59 Entertainment. First point to prove what I'm saying is true. Go look at my charges. I was charged with 2 counts of RICO, not criminal gang activity, which they go hand in hand. I was not charged, I repeat that. I was charged for 2 counts of RICO, no criminal gang activity. You know why? Because I was able to prove with documentations and such things that there was a music thing going on, and the names that I named were part of that. So that's number one. Here goes the further point that a lot of y'all miss. After this live is off, go fact check this one immediately, and you'll know that I'm not lying. Without me having to go through this table of contents and go get my USB drive that has my full-length interview on what someone just chose to take 31 seconds out of and try to paint this narrative on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the main point. Anyway, go back to the interview that Piper Boy wanted to gangster grill 30 times. Go back to the interview and you'll hear the detective say, so who else was in the industry? Now, if y'all don't go gangster grill that and point out that word, because I've heard it, I had to, hold up, they missed that? But I understand y'all didn't get the backstory that I just provided, which all the names that I named were documented on a record label. I wasn't giving them no gang activity because I denied all gang activity from the time I walked in there. You feel me? And that's why I wasn't charged with criminal gang activity. I was charged with 2 counts of where's that? 2 counts of RICO. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no criminal gang activity. It was just 2 counts of RICO. And you know why? Because I was able to prove with documentation that the names that I named were part of music. Go listen to the fucking interview that they posted. They forgot to take that word out. The officer asked who else is in the industry, and I proceeded to give them names that I knew was on these documentations. So, any other questions that y'all have, feel free while we're on here. I'm gonna start looking